Hello and welcome. I'm Rotator Conex, also known as Matthew. Both of those names can be found just below this video if you want to spell them. We are once again on the title screen. Mega Mewtwo Y themed, Generation 2, etc. Press enter. Last video we went over basically all of these items here. We also went into the options menu, etc., etc. I did say last video I was going to update this latest version thing. Ta-da! I did. Let's actually enter the save file. As you can see, blah blah blah, one badge, a complete Pokedex. I've been playing currently for 8 hours, 47 minutes, and 25 seconds. Woo! Well, look! It moves just like any other Pokemon Essentials themed fan game. I think touching this shows the map. Yeah, that is a feature that I may or may not keep. That's a feature from Basic Essentials. Pressing X, which is the pause button by default, brings up not only the pause menu, but also a little HUD. You can see your Pokemon. Generation 7 Pokemon don't have shiny sprites. They also don't have little sprites for when they follow behind you. I hope at some point somebody makes sprites like that. The Generation 6 follower sprites, and I think the Generation 5 ones as well, were made by Lunar Dusk, if I remember correctly, for use with Pokemon Insurgents, but he made them public domain. Pressing left and right on the arrow keys while you are paused will shuffle your party around. It will move, if you press left, it will move everybody to the left. If you press right, it will move everybody to the right. The little HUD here was based on code that came from, I think their username is literally just FL. They're not a native English speaker, but they're really good at coding. But that's the HUD. It's not much. Let's get into, because, you know, if I were to just go over one bit of code here, it would literally just be the HUD, and that'd be nothing. And we've only been speaking for 3 minutes, which is about half the length of the previous 2 videos. So let's go into the party screen. I might change it to say party, but whatever. It's the party screen. So it looks like a normal Essentials party screen, although the background is orange instead of blue. However, you might notice that, hey look, the Pokeballs that the Pokemon are in are actually visible. That is a feature that comes from a person whose username I am completely forgetting. I know it starts with an L. I don't remember what their avatar looks like. So if you see this video, just know that your name is already in the credits. The HP bars here, as you can see, they are gradients. This is what I was talking about in the previous video when I was referring to gauge gradients. These gradients are very similar to the way that they work in Fire Emblem. I was drawing a blank. But anywho, they're very similar to the way that they work in Fire Emblem. They start off blue on the left side, and then what color they are on the right side is determined by how much HP. Not by what percentage of HP that you have, but how much HP you have. That means that a max HP Blissey is going to be a color further along in the rainbow. The color on the right does not work entirely, the color on the left does not work entirely the way that it works in Fire Emblem. In Fire Emblem, the color on the left is determined by whether or not the character whose HP is being displayed is a friend, a foe, or a playable character. In this game, they start off blue. Once you get below half HP, it turns to green. When you get below, I think it's a quarter HP, it turns to yellow, etc., etc. I'll have to look at the exact numbers, but it changes based on the percentage of HP that you have. which is very similar to the way it usually works in the official Pokemon games. Turning gauge gradients off. Let me show you. Simplified. As you can see on the bottom here, they now all changed green. They switched back to the way that they work in the official Pokemon games. I personally like it complex. Probably because I was the one who coded that. Okay, you might also notice that some of the items show differently. Megastones, if Shamu was holding a blue orb, it would also show a little alpha icon. If I had a Groudon and it was holding a red orb, it would show with an omega icon, etc., etc. I can't remember if Giratina also shows something. I don't know. Probably not. But, so, Mega Pokemon have this little icon. In Mix and Mega mode, which I think I have active? Yeah, I have active. I will get to this screen later. So, yeah, if you have, if you're holding a Megastone that's not your normal Megastone and you're in Mix and Mega mode, let me just show you. Let me just hand a scissor. Item. Give. Am I hovering over Megastones? No. Again, I will also get to the items later. Up. There we go. Let's just give Delcatite. See? There's a little negative Megastone icon. So the items have been covered. The Pokeballs have been covered. Genders, they work basically the same way that genders work in the official Pokemon games. There are items that can change the Pokemon's gender, and the icon gets changed that way. There are items that can change Pokemon's sexuality, that change the background to be green. Changing Pokemon's sexuality changes the way it reacts to the move Attract. But again, they have to be holding items to do this, so it's not something that's forced upon players. Now, you'll notice that Lulitha, Shamu, and regular Scizor all have little items next to them. These items here are actually from Generation 6. They show you that, hey, you have a move that you can use in the overworld. Unlike Generation 6, though, they show with different colors based on the kind of overworld move they are. A weather-based overworld move, which I added to this game. A weather-based overworld move, which can't be used inside, has a little rainbow. Water-based overworld moves like Surf, Waterfall, Dive, they're blue. Earth-based overworld moves like Dig and Rock Smash are like this dark brown color. Movement-based overworld moves like Fly and Teleport are pink. Other overworld moves are... what is that color? It's just the default gray. Now, you may be noticing that Shamu and Scizor have 5 each. That's for different reasons. They each have 4 overworld moves because I was showing this off. But just like weather-based overworld moves work, abilities also work. Drizzle. It started raining. Ta-da! It's raining. Pokemon. Hail. It started snowing. Obviously, it doesn't change the actual weather on the map. It just it doesn't change the permanent weather on the map. On the other hand, Scizor has what I call an innate move. All Scizor can cut, regardless of if they know the move. All Gyarados can use Waterfall, regardless of if they know the move, etc., etc. You'll also notice that the moves are color-coded. Now, I would get into the summary screen, but apparently I've been talking for 10.5 minutes. So, I will see you guys in the next video.